Here we go. Another rant for today. You get a twofer on today's episode of Liberal Dan Radio. Talk from the left, that's right. Why? Because Trump paused funding for anti-HIV program that has prevented 26 million AIDS deaths. Nearly all global health funding from the U.S. has been halted immediately by the Trump administration. That includes PEPFAR, the widely praised program created by President George W. Bush in 2003 to prevent HIV/AIDS. With $6.5 billion annually budgeted to it, PEPFAR, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, provides HIV/AIDS medications for over 20.6 million people, keeping patients alive, preventing them from transmitting the virus. It also offers testing and education on HIV/AIDS. According to State Department fact sheet, PEPFAR has saved the lives of an estimated 26 million people since its inception. It has had bipartisan support in Congress. It was George W. Bush that did it. It's one of the things you could point back to the George W. Bush administration and say, you know what? For as much as we disagree with George W. Bush, that was fine. That was good. But, it's only funded by the U.S. government, not specifically cited in the announcement, but the source at USAID, who asked for anonymity because they're not permitted to comment on the matter, confirmed that the stop on work applies 100% to PEPFAR. The interpretation is shared by Jeremy Konendick, a top official with USAID during the Obama and Biden administrations. As written, the stop work order does not exempt global health programs. On Sunday, the State Department confirmed a halt to the email to NPR. So, of course, they're doing this for the same reasons why we're seeing when we were talking about the lawsuit that was going on, where conservative businesses wanted to not be subject to the mandate to cover all preventive care, including things that I guess the Department of Health has said these are things that need to be funded, because the reason they oppose this was because they're anti-HIV, anti-LGBTQA. Now, this is not to say, we've long since learned, for people who are enlightened, who understand how science works, who understand how STI works, who understand all that. People who understand all that know that HIV/AIDS is not simply the, quote, gay disease, right? We all know that. However, the people who brought that lawsuit and trying to make sure that they don't have to cover preventive care included in there the requirement to cover PrEP at 100% first dollar, which is, prophylactic injection that helps prevent you from getting HIV if you're exposed and if you have to take it like immediately or very quickly afterwards. I don't know what the exact time frame is, but again, the reason cited was because of homosexuality, because of LGBTQA plus folks. That was the reason cited by the people who brought this case. I guarantee you that the reason that this was done by the Trump administration is because these clowns still consider HIV/AIDS to be a LGBTQA disease and not something that, other folks are going to have to deal with. They're wrong, 100%. Plenty of other people who get HIV/AIDS. But the idea that we're going to stop spending money on this, again, this is the problem with conservative thoughts as a whole. Conservatives just want to have blanket ideas. Trump had blanket pardons. Those were terrible because of the horrible people that fell through the cracks and got pardoned as well. You want blanket stop to aid? You're going to stop aid to good programs. Again, this is why Donald Trump is lazy. He is a lazy MFer. He doesn't want to do the hard work. He wants to do it easily. So he's going to take the shortcuts. And in taking the shortcuts, he's going to harm many, many more people. And this is just day 7. And we're having to rant about this. What else will we rant about? There's going to be one more in the show. So you'll get a trifecta of Fat Man Rants. Another one coming in a second. Although this will probably be the first one you see. Then the second one. Then the third one will be later. Whatever. But anyway, what do you think? Do you agree with my assertions on what's going on here and why the Trump administration is doing it this way? Is it because he's lazy? Is it because they're anti-LGBTQA+? Is it both? Probably both. Both is good. Actually, both is bad, but I'm citing a movie. Leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. And unless you're a Nazi, have a good day.